What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Young Jupiter, Big Jupiter, or you can just call me Jupiter. Just make sure you call me. Today we got Tyson versus Frazier. I ain't never seen them box together. Well, I've seen Tyson, highlight, but I've never seen Frazier a day in my life. So I gotta see this. And it says Tyson inflicted maximum damage on himself. Tyson was just bullying people back then. Man, but I'm gonna leave a link to the original video down below if y'all wanna check it out for yourself. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Do you feel a responsibility not just to win your fights, but also to entertain?
Absolutely. Any fighter in general would think their main objective is to make the audience go home and let them know they had witnessed something that was incredibly special.
Welcome back to the Big Fight Recap here on BLTV Classic.
If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Damn.
On today's video, we look back at the
Imagine you finna box somebody and he say, if he don't die, it don't count. Bro, you got it, big dog. You got this match. Cause you going in with the intentions to kill me. You got it, big dog.
A prime ready Iron Mike took on the son of a heavyweight boxing legend.
With my pop in my corner, I don't see any way that I can lose.
Something about it made Tyson extremely enraged, exasperated, and eager to close the show as quickly as possible. Let's take a look.
It really seemed like he was just getting called out a lot. And that's what a lot of this seemed like. He just was getting called out. And he had to show him what was up.
By the fall of '86, the Tyson hype train was back to full throttle after his impeccable one-round annihilation job over fellow contender Reggie Gross.
It's very difficult with a kid who throws hydrogen bombs to get him experience.
To this point, Team Tyson was still matching their prodigy relatively lightly, despite every boxing fan, including Mike himself, convinced he had the tools to mix it up with the current champions in the heavyweight division.
I'm starting to think that you're unstoppable. Do you?
Damn, so at this time, he didn't even have a championship match yet. Damn.
You're the best heavyweight in the world, that you can step in with anybody right now.
I feel I am the best fighter in the world right now.
Man.
Watching a fighter as brilliant as Mike Tyson being steered away from a title shot was frustrating for the boxing community. Yet, in retrospect, his managers, Jim Jacobs and Bill Caton, were not only aiding Mike in building an impressive unbeaten record, they were, more importantly, ensuring the development of a raw young talent that, once he secured his title shot, was the complete finished article.
I'm the leader. I look everything over carefully, and then I send him in to do the job.
The former Hall of Fame legendary heavyweight champion Joe Frazier, who famously beat the previously unbeaten Muhammad Ali in 1971's Fight of the Century, took an entirely...
I forgot he did beat Muhammad Ali. Damn. I forgot about that.
...the grain approach as to how a fighter should be developed during his managerial years post-retirement.
I'm not in charge, If they say fight King Kong, I'm ready. All I have to do is get my body in condition and my mind and spirit, and I'm ready.
Smokin' Joe had the attitude, if you're gonna be a journeyman boxer, there's no point in beating around the bush. As the fighters he trained, such as James Shuler, Burt Cooper, and son Marvis, quickly found out once they were under his tutelage.
If I couldn't train these boys or I couldn't live with these boys, I'd be the first guy to get the hell out the way.
Marvis embraced his father's philosophy, where after a very brief amateur career, he began fighting legitimate top contenders inside his first 10 fights as a pro.
Sowski as he backs him into the ropes above us. Two lefts and a right hand, all by Marvis Frazier, all score.
Marvis beat Steve Zuski, James Broad, and Joe Buckner in his first few fights. In doing so, he never looked like a world beater. More so, a man determined to at least fill a sliver of his father's boots. Joe pushed his son to the complete deep end in 1983, having Marvis face off with the #1 heavyweight in the world, Larry Holmes, who at the time had a record of 44-0.
Damn. Heavyweight though, 44-0. Shit. And you think you're ready for that?
As many experts predicted, the fight was a complete mismatch, and Larry made sure every spectator at ringside, including Marvis's father, knew about it.
Bro, no, he playing with him in the corner. No, that's embarrassing. In front of your daddy. Oh my God.
Joe never lost faith in his son, though, pushing him even harder in the direct aftermath, where Marvis regained momentum with impressive wins over Quick Tillis and Bone Crusher Smith. Whether the Fraziers genuinely felt they were ready for Tyson or not, Marvis's ranking among the sanctioning bodies put him in the direct firing line of the most devastating contender in world boxing.
Man, Mike was 24-0 at the time. Shit.
Trains and lives in Catskill, New York. Mike Tyson entering as the Warrior.
Tyson met Frazier at the Civic Center in Glens Falls, New York in July 1986. Tyson paced up and down the ring during the introductions, angry and eager to one-up what Holmes did a couple of years prior. He later admitted that he was scared, but wanted to project his fear onto Marvis, who, by the looks of things, had the exact same idea.
Three judges, the referee does not score.
Imagine the person getting in the ring saying that they scared, but they want to show they're scared on you, basically. What? Mike Tyson was different.
Scoring on the round system, supplemental 4-point scoring system.
Oh, snap.
Rounds wind up even, and the 3 knockdown rule is in effect.
Damn!
Tyson comes out slugging.
Yeah, he had a point to prove, because he wasn't even toying with him. He came out the first round trying to knock his head off. Oh my God. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. It's over with. Go home. Pack it up. Hope you quit boxing at this moment. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Joe Cortez moves in to have a look.
He's out.
And he's going to stop the fight.
Frazier became Tyson's fastest ever victim, out on his feet, absorbing devastating
down goes
that
Frazier.
Slumped in the corner inside 30 seconds.
Marvis is badly hurt at this point. Uppercut again, and there Marvis is out on his feet. Everything after this is just incidental.
It took a while for Tyson to calm down, pumped up after his on-paper best win to date. But once he did, he sent a chilling message to the current champions.
And I came out and I was confident. I knew the fight. I felt it deep in my heart. I was going to stop him in the first round.
In your mind, if your managers Jim Jacobs and Bill Caton and your trainer Kevin Rooney came to you and said, we think you're ready for a title shot tomorrow, would you agree with them at this point?
Most definitely. Anytime if my manager and my trainer feel that I'm confident and they're willing to put me in a title and they're sure I could beat the champion, I'm sure I could beat them also.
Of the 3 champions, who would you like to fight and why?
I'd fight anybody my trainer put me in with, because I'm confident I could beat any fighter in the world.
With only 21 fights to his name, Marvis Frazier hung up the gloves for good, proud of what he achieved in such a short
I told you after that fight, you gotta give up, bro. You got to.
Of time. I'd personally never blame Joe for Marvis's career trajectory. On paper, it looks naive, but the truth is he had unconditional love for his son, and I think both were just living a bit of a delusion regarding his potential. Marvis has kept a low profile since retirement, but in this interview from a few years ago, he admits that trying to follow in his father's footsteps was always going to be a near impossible task.
To feel, to stand in the shadow of Joe Frazier, and to me, I always thought I was standing in the light because it's a great legacy. You know, my father could have been, a drug dealer. He could have been in prison. He could be a bum on the streets.
I mean, in the day, at least he could say he tried. He tried. I mean, 19-2, that ain't a bad record in heavyweight. That's great. You tried at least.
Bro, my dad is smoking Joe Frazier.
Man, yeah, I would have quit boxing after that. I would have went and got me a nice little job after that. But Tyson wasn't nothing to play with, bro. He was just bullying shit. Oh my God. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you will. I'm out.